Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, mwah, let me be the first. I love you. And guess what? We have a buddy friend. Here we go. This was my wonderful Valentine/birthday gift for my youngest son. The love challenge is working. I'm getting abundance of wonderful tribe buddies. Here's my tribe buddy here. So join the group. So with that in mind, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification button because you want to get that next video that's going to teach you and share with you some phenomenal information that's going to help you grow and can become spiritual enlightenment. So with that in mind, hey, it's Ilan Bomani, and what we are going to do today, we're finished. We did it, everybody. We did the 7-day love challenge, and we have completed it successfully from some of you, but not even for me. We practice what we preach. I gotta start all over again. Like I promised you, that if you don't follow the steps to the T, remember, you gotta love yourself first, and then you gotta love your immediate family that's receptive to the hugs and the kisses and the that can relate to what you're doing. Don't do it to a stranger walking down the street. They can't handle all that love. Impromptu, they think you have a catch, some fraudulent activities going on there. So what you got to do, random acts of kindness and love is a challenge out here today, because people unfortunately are skeptical about everything, and unfortunately you will find the people that will love you. You got to stay in the light. But anyway, let's get back on course, Elon. Don't get off on tangent. Hey, we completed it. So today I'm going to discuss with you, an overall review of, day 6 review, but also, the final analysis of what the 7-day challenge and what we're going to do the next 365 days. Yeah, I have decided, number one, the cat's out of the bag, that it went so well and so phenomenal. I'm gonna do this all the time. I'm gonna do this every single day. To be honest with you, I used to do this with my kids. When they, about a year or two ago, when we moved out here to Atlanta, Georgia area, some 7 years ago. It's our 7th year. Ooh, completion, 7 years. All right, it's a good year. So we've been here in Atlanta, Georgia area for 7 years now, and our thing was, and I learned this from Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor. She's a wonderful motivational speaker and inspirational speaker. And a long time ago, I don't know if I read it or I saw it in a lecture, but she was sharing how she was forcing her kids to get into to do the love challenge. And her thing was, every day, regardless if they wanted to do it or not, they wake up in the morning and they say, "I love you, Mom." And they would give hugs and kisses to each other, and they would go about having a great day, because she knew setting a really good love foundation when her children were very, very young would help them to grow up and be very loving adults too. Just real simple. And in a nutshell, I said, that's fantastic. I'm going to incorporate that with my kids, because we sometimes assume that, going through life, that they're going to know this by osmosis, because we are loving beings, type of thing. So we take that for granted and think we're going to come out automatically knowing it, but there are different variations of love. That's why it's so important that we're thinking it, we learn how to meditate and breathe it and chant it, and visualize it on a daily basis, as well as say it, and also do love acts on a consistent daily basis, so that we're just marinating and we're being loving 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So that's what we're going to do. In a nutshell, we're back into the business of love. We're in the love business, the legal love business. Let's be very clear about that. So, I'm really excited about that, because it was my excuse to get back on track. Just like when you're on a diet, you fall off the wagon, you get back to eating those foods that are toxic and the like, and lo and behold, the weight gets on your body and you end up taking the weight of the world, get that, on your body, and that comes from a lot of emotional stuff. So it goes hand in hand. I'm very clear that mental illness creates physical illness, and a lot of people that carry a lot of that weight is because they're in fear, they're in, resentment, they're in guilt, and they're in anger, and they're in, hate, and all those negative things, and it weighs them down. Okay, and frustration, especially women. If you notice, women take on a lot of weight, especially raising children and the like. A lot of diseases because we're milking everybody else and serving everybody else, and we neglect ourselves. And guess what? Prime example, I'm getting into the thing that I learned, or why I got to do it for the next 7 days. I got in the business of focusing once again, bad habits, okay? Focusing on loving everybody else. I forgot to love myself. I think it was Friday morning. And the best way to love yourself, let me reiterate, is that you look in the mirror and you say, I love you, Elon. You are very healthy, you're very wealthy, and you're in abundance, Elon. You very much acknowledge yourself, give yourself some cyber hugs, hug yourself. Hey, sometimes it's just you, and sometimes you got to get that tactile stimulation going by loving yourself and embracing yourself, okay? And so, I forgot one morning to do that. And it's symbolic, though. It really is symbolic. I always say you don't really forget. It is really at a subconscious level. That's what you tend to do. So ladies, Holy Yogi ladies out there, I'm talking to you. Moms, aunts, cousins, sister friends, queens, divas. I am talking to you. We are the ones, the major culprits of, rescuing, saving everybody else, and we forget about ourselves. And then we get pissed and we get frustrated when it doesn't come back to us from our outside sources, and we're drained. But whose fault is that? Yep, as we're pointing a finger at somebody else, 3 fingers are pointing back at us. So mamas out there, Holy Yogi divas out there, goddesses out there, I'm telling you, that's the message. And I think that a lot of you ladies that are watching this can relate, okay? It is us. We got to make sure that we're loving ourselves first. You know how you've taken that plane ride. We've heard it a lot in a lot of inspirational and motivational speeches. They first say, put the mask on you first before you put the mask on your child. And I remember when I first saw that, I was like, I got to put it on my child first. I got to save my child first. But it makes a lot of sense. If I get too much lack of oxygen, I'm going to pass out. So I can't even save to put the mask on the child. So it's vital for my survival, and more importantly for my child's survival, the one that I really want to save, that I put the mask on me first, okay? You can't help anybody else until you help yourself first. And that is a hard lesson to learn. We feel guilty for paying attention to ourselves. We feel shame for, paying attention to ourselves, because we were taught to be sacrificial lambs and take care of everybody else. And that's why, unfortunately, we're the ones that have a high proliferation of breast cancer, because once again, this is symbolic nature. We're breastfeeding the world. We're nurturing everybody else. And they're suckling at us, and we're drained. And we're exhausted. And then we go into pissosity because of the fact that, we're not finding any relief anywhere. Well, that's relief. I've gotten out of that significantly, but obviously there's some remnants of it still sticking through. That's why for me, I'm up at 3 a.m. And that's my me time. That's where me and God and the universe, we get together and we conspire to do some phenomenal things, spreading light and love to each and every single one of you. And it's so peaceful. And I feel like, oh God, it's my time. I feel like, and it's not bothering anybody else. Everybody else is asleep and they're doing their own thing. But me and God and the universe, we get together and we have a great time. And I get to chant, I get to breathe. I get to do my work so I can help you do your work too. So that's the lesson. That's a hallelujah lesson. I mean, that's like, yes, because like I said, it had to come through me to realize, hey, Elon, hey, the bottom line is you gotta love yourself first and foremost. Love the God, Goddess, the Guru inside of you. That's the main spiritual awakening lesson to learn. That's number one. You get that, and you're set for life. Hey, thanks so much for being on board today. I hope you're excited about what we just now shared. That's the lesson from 6. And now, hey, you're welcome to join us every day is the Love Challenge. Remember, think I love you, Elon. Say I love you too, Elon. And more important, do something wonderful for Elon today. So I did wonderful. I exhausted myself and I worked out today for me, physical expression of my love, so I can stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. So do the same for you. Dear Heavenly Spirit, our minute meditation is going on right now. Thank you so much for teaching me the wonderful blessing and the lesson. Love yourself first. It's about becoming a centered self, not self-centered. Don't get it twisted. Thank you, God, for the miracle blessing. I receive that, and I am grateful for that understanding and acknowledgement. And as I say this prayer for myself, I say it for each and every single one of you out there. Love yourself, love yourself, love yourself, love yourself first. I love me, and if I love me, I love you too, because I am you and you are me. Peace, everybody. See you tomorrow. 365 days. Hit that notification button. Don't you love the love?